Hello guys, welcome to my kid videos. Today I want to show you how to really wire your STC 1000 temperature controller and how to get the best out of it, because it has an extra function that most people don't use. Okay, and that is the cooling function. All right, most people use the heating and that is it. The cooling function is also very useful. For instance, if you have an incubator, if you are using this for an incubator and you want to control the overheating, okay, or you want to protect the incubator from overheating, then you can use the cooling function. You connect an extra fan, okay, and this fan will only come on when the temperature is exceeding what you've set. So if the incubator is overheating, then the cooling relay will start the fan, and then this fan will blow the excess heat out of the incubator. Okay, it could be any other system, and then yeah, that is how it works. So I have here a few other things, and I'm going to take you right through how to get the best out of your STC 1000 temperature controller. Okay, you can hold. I want it just like this. Okay, so first let me put these aside and let's talk about the wiring. Okay, already I've done some wiring and I want to show you what's actually going on. Okay, so we have 8 terminals. Okay, 8 terminals, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 to 8. Then 1 and 2 is for your power supply. Okay, this is actually 220 volt input or 120 volt input AC. All right, um, temperature controller. So you can input 120 volts, you can input 220 volts if you're in Ghana, and if you're in America you can input 110 volts, and then it will work. You are straight, it will work. And then there are other options where we have the 12 volts, okay, and then the 24 volts. So what it means is, for the thermostat to work, you need to power it up, okay, and you could use any of these three, but in this case you can use just the 110 volts. Hey, yes. Hello, Evangelist. Thanks for watching. You are watching from South Africa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then, oh, you can subscribe if you haven't. Okay, please remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Just stay tuned because this topic is very interesting. Okay. By the way, have you seen the thermostats, on in your markets? South Africa, have you seen um, any shop with this thermostats? Yeah, he's going to reply. I know you can like the video. If you haven't liked the video, you can share it. Okay, yeah, so if you have this temperature controller being sold in your country, kindly comment down below. Okay, and then you can comment down below and tell me your favorite thermostat, okay, the model and all that. Yeah, that would be very useful. Okay, so back to the wiring. So let's start from ports 3 and 4. Port 3 and 4 is for the sensor. Okay, so that's so easy. When you buy the thermostat, it comes with this sensor, okay, this cable, and the cable has it's like two cables put together. Okay, so one will be connected to terminal 3, and then the other will be connected to terminal 4. That's so easy. Okay, so we can forget about the temperature sensor for now. Oh, okay. In South Africa, you don't have the timer switch. Oh, okay. What of the temperature controller, the thermostat? What type is mostly common in South Africa? South Africa is a very great place. I was there about 3 years ago. It was so lovely. Yeah. And the dishes are so good. All right. So if you haven't visited South Africa, visit. You'll love it. Of course, I love it. All right. Shout out to my sister. She's helping me with the camera. Yeah. Okay. So we are done with terminals 3 and 4. Okay. Then I've explained terminal 1 and 2. Terminals 1 and 2. Okay. That's the power supply. So in this case, we are going to use 220 volts because I'm in Ghana. All right. If you are in a different country, find out the voltage you use. All right. So I have my two cables. I hope this is clear. I have these two cables, the red and the, let's say, yellow. The red and the yellow. All right. The red and yellow. So red is going to terminal number 2. Okay. And then the yellow cable, this yellow cable is going to go stable. And this yellow cable is going to terminal 1. Okay. So I'm using my red as my life. Okay. This is my life line. And this is my neutral line. So the yellow is my neutral. The red is my life. Now, pay attention. You see this curved wire? Okay. Yeah, it's a jumper, just a short cable. What it's doing is that it is tapping power. Okay, it's tapping power from port 2 to port 5. Okay, so it's linking port 2 and port 5. So port 2 is having two cables going into it. Okay, so live goes into port 2, and then there's a short cable that picks from port 2 to port 5. Okay, yeah. So in tree, all I'm saying is that where a cable short one be, near a say a connect tokro number 2 no, any tokro number 5 no, ni juma no. Okay, yeah, that was tree, my language, Ghanaian language. Well, my real language is Ewe. Okay, that's just my tribe. Yeah, Ewe. So if you are watching and you are an Ewe, kindly comment down below. Yeah. Okay. So yes, we're linking port 2 to port 5. Okay. And then pay attention. Also, we have another short cable. I use this short cable. This short cable is doing the same thing, but this time it's picking from port 5 to port 7. Okay, so we have port 5 to port 7. Okay, so going to, we have life from the main going to port 2, then from port 2 to port 5, then port 5 to port 7. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, so now let's move on. Okay, so you have to get a cable. This cable is coming from port. It's not clear. I need it to be clear. We have this cable coming from port 6. Okay, that's from the heating relay. So port 6 is going to your heater. Okay, your heater. Port 6 is going to your heater, and then port 8 is going to your fan. Port 8 is going to your fan. Port 7 is going to your heater. All right. So this is how it's going to be. I'm going to use this adapter as my heater. Okay. Let's say this is my heater. Actually, it's a 220 volt, 12 volt adapter. Okay. You can get this from my kit shop. Yeah. So I'm going to input the power from the heater relay, from the heating relay. I'm going to connect that power to this. So when this lights up, then we know the heater is on. Okay, and then when the fan comes on, then we know the cooling relay is working. So I'm going to go ahead. This is a 220 volt fan. Always check your voltages before you connect. I'm working with 220 volts, so I have to use 220 volt stuff. Okay, and then it comes with 2 wires. Okay, so please follow my hands. So I'm going to use the cable from port 10, to one side of the fan. Okay, so one side of the fan, and then I'll tape it up, tape it up. Tape it up, tape it up. Okay. Okay, so you notice that we have one free end of the fan, and that's I'm going to connect to neutral. Okay, now my neutral, remember, is port number 1. Port number 1 is my neutral, the yellow cable. Please don't shake. Okay. So the yellow from port 1, is my neutral. So I'm going to connect that to this. So I'm going to use this tool, and then I'll just cut a portion of, can you come closer? I'm going to cut a portion of, yeah, I'm just going to cut a portion of the wire. So it's just like I'm tearing part of it. Okay, yeah. The reason why I'm doing this is I don't want to push so many cables into the holes, okay, because the hole is not big enough. So let me get an extra wire. So here's an extra wire. I'm connecting it just to extend the length of the fan to neutral. Okay, so just adding it up. Okay, so let's follow the line. You see, we have the 2 wires from the fan. One is going to port 8. Okay. Okay, so one wire from the fan is going to port 8, and then the other wire is joining port 1. Okay, it's joining port 1. Please come closer and see how I've done it. Yeah, port 1. Okay, so we are going to do the same for the heater. Remember, the heating relay is coming from port 6. Okay, this wire is coming from port 6, and then I'm going to give it to my heater. So here's my heater. It's good to keep your cables neat. Okay, so here's my heater. Can you see? Okay, all right, so from port 6 to my heater. Now the other side of my heater, sorry, here's the input side of my heater right now. So I have yes. So from port 6 to my heater, okay, All right. Yeah, Evangelist. If I buy timer in your shop for me in South Africa, yes, I can supply to you from Ghana to South Africa. So right after the video, I'll leave my contacts under the video, and then you can WhatsApp me, and then we take it up from there. Yes, we can supply to you in South Africa. All right. Okay. So from port 6 to my heater. Now my heater has to get a neutral connection. So here is a cable, another cable from my neutral. Oh, I want to get this done quickly because I'm streaming live. This is my second live streaming, and it's so interesting. All right, 16 minutes gone. Yeah. So the neutral from my heater has to join the neutral, which is going to port 1. Okay, port 1. Yes. So instead of pushing it to port 1, I'm just bleeding part of the cable and then adding them up. So I'm going to tape it up to insulate it so that we don't get any shocks. You need to be careful with your connections and your wires. Oh, this wire is also naked, so be careful. I need to tape it up. Yeah, so I really want my viewers to understand this very well. So I'm going to go through the wiring real quick. Then we power it up, and then, yeah, so as you can see, yeah, I like this angle. So I have two wires. This is my live, this is my neutral, my live and my neutral. These are going to the main socket, the main 220-volt socket. So my live, which is the red wire, is going to ports. Red wire is going to port 2. Okay, port 2. And my neutral is going to port 1. Okay. Then I have a short cable from port 2 to port 5. Okay. From port 2 to port 5. And another short cable from port 5 to port 7. Okay, that's the white wire here from port 5 to port 7. Then now from our heating relay, I have this cable, this red cable from port 6 to my heater. Okay, port 6 to my heater. Then my heater neutral is going all the way to join port 1. Port 1. Okay, port 1. So we are done for the heater. Now we are done with the heater. Let's deal with the fan. I like to call this exhaust fan because it only works if the temperature is too much. Okay, if the temperature is too much, this fan is supposed to come. There are two different fans. If you are doing incubator, okay, there's one fan that does the circulation, the air circulation, and there should be a fan that will do the exhaust, okay, the overheating protection. Okay, so this is it. Now this fan, one wire is going all the way to port 8. Okay, port 8. Then we have another wire joining port 1 at this point, joining port 1. All right, so thanks for watching. Don't leave yet, there's more to come. It comes with a cover. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and then cover. I'm sure you know about the sensor. Okay, so the sensor goes to 3 and 4, so we are done with that. Then Yeah, you cover it up neat, okay, so that you can't get shocks. It's so interesting. It has sleeves to lock. See, push in and then lock. All right, very, very good item. So I have my setup ready, and now my wires are going straight into my power supply. Okay, so here's going to be my power supply. So to be on the safe side, let me switch it off first. I'll push it in. I'm going to use this phone charger to just hold the wires in place. It's not good for the wires to be shaking. Okay, yeah, and then I switch it on. Yeah, so our thermostat is on now. Anytime you see the light blinking, it means it's delaying. It has a delay function so that if you want to delay your stuff, the time your items come on and off, you can delay it for some minutes before the power comes. Yeah, so yes, so how to set the thermostat is also another big topic. So stay tuned, there's more to come. So now I'm going to talk about how to set your thermostat, how to set the STC 1000. I'm going to use this for an incubator, okay, an egg incubator. So let's say I want to maintain a temperature around 37.8, 37.8. 37.8. So I'm going to set it has four parameters: F1, F2, F3. So I'm going to press and hold S. I'm going to press and hold S. You see F1, we have F2, F3, F4. Okay, back to F1. So we only have F1 to F4. Okay, now F1 is the temperature at which you want the heater to go off. Okay, F1 is the temperature you want the heater to go off. All right, so I'm going to set F1 to 37.8. okay, so I'm going to leave it. It will go back to the main screen, and then I'll start the whole process. You press and hold S. When you see F1, you release your hand, then press S once. I want to change the default, so I'll hold S and then I'll press the arrow button up. Okay, so I'm pressing the up button. Yeah, I'll take it to 37.8. Oh, hold on, almost done. 37.8. 37.8, and then I'll press the power button to save. Okay, so it has saved. I want us to do it one by one so you get it. So I've set my F1. If you want to check if you've really set F1 successfully, you press the arrow button once. Okay, so this is F1. All right, this is F1. All right, now the allowance, the plus and minus, or the temperature gap that should be allowed, I want it to be 0.3. all right, so 37.8 plus or minus 0.3. all right, so right now you see the light on the heat. Yes, so it means our heater should be on now. So as you can see, my heater is on. This light, this green light right here, I don't know if you can see it, but it has light up. Okay, it has lighted up. Yes, it has lighted up. Yes, thanks. Yeah, so this shows that our heater is on. So take note, it's going to go off. Yeah, okay, so now we want to set F2. So I'll hold S. I've seen F1. Remove your hand, scroll up, then press set. Now it's on 3, so I'll hold S whilst I change it to 0.3. Then I'll press power button to save. Okay, it was this one I pressed to save. Okay, now I'm going to set F3, so I'll hold S, then I scroll to F3. F3 is the delay timer, so I want to leave it at 1, so there's no delay. Okay, so I'll press power button to save. Now the last parameter is the calibration, so F4, you press set. Yeah, it should be 0. Okay, so my sensor is not 40, so I'll leave it at 0. Okay, yeah, if you need to do calibration, then you use F4. So now my F1 is 37.8 and my F2 is 0.3. All right, so what it means is that 37.8 plus 0.3, which is what? 38.1. So anything above 38.1, my fan should come on. Okay, so I'm going to test that soon. Ooh. I'll need a heat source, anything that can produce heat. I think what can I use? I want to heat up my sensor. What can I use? Ta-da! Look what I found. Matches. Yeah, let's light it up. Okay, so I have my sensor close to my heater. So notice when the heater will go off. Oh, calm down, the heater. Flash. So, oh, has died down. Okay, so notice, yeah, I just couldn't get the temperature to go slowly. Okay, so the fan is cooling the space, and then when the temperature is normal, the fan will stop and the heater will come on. So I want you to get the 3 of them, the lights and the fan. Okay, can you see that? Okay, so I'm going to do it once again. Oh, I don't know how to get this temperature to move slowly. Okay, all right, are we going somewhere? Okay, the heater went off. The fan is delaying for a while. The fan would delay for some seconds before coming on. Okay, if I had here. Okay, so guys, did you get this? Because let me try for the last time. Can I get warm water? Yeah, warm water will do, because this produces way too much heat. Okay, yeah, so just small little. Okay. Yeah, please come quick. Okay, so I have warm water. Put in my. See, the temperature is low, so the heater is on, and then it will be on till the temperature rises. Okay, so the cooling, you get it. Okay, so okay, so the heater went off. The heater is on now because the temperature is low. Okay, the heater is on, and then the heater will go off. Actually, this light delays, you see, it's actually off. Okay, it's on now. When it's off, it lights up for a while before it goes up. So this is a bad example of a heater. Okay, this is a bad example of a heater because the light bulb is not going off and on immediately. Okay, so yeah, I hope you got the idea. I hope this video helped. If you think it's a good video, kindly leave a thumbs up, like the video, share it, and subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any quick question you want to ask, kindly leave a comment because I'm about to wrap up and leave. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. All right, thanks for watching. I'm happy. Keep supporting and see you in my other videos. Bye.